You're gonna look up at the TV one of these days and see an AI version of yourself in a commercial.
Under the guise of caring about your lost pets, we're going to encourage you to turn your suburban neighborhood into an AI-powered surveillance state. Don't worry, we will be selling your information to the feds.
HP laptop subscriptions are here. They don't want us to own computers. That's going to be the next thing to be subscription-based.
Okay, so I don't know any other way to put this, but I feel like everything is just getting worse. Video games, movies, sports, entertainment in general, jobs, the economy, companies, products. I could just go on and on. And as you could probably guess, this video is going to be all over the place because we're going to be going over a ton of examples that I've seen recently. We also have comments from you guys from previous videos with your examples as well. So if you want to be featured on a future video, leave in the comments down below. Real quick, I do want to add that I've seen a lot of comments from you guys asking for longer videos than I usually make. So I recently made a new channel for anybody interested in compilations of the topics we go over on both of my channels. I know many people put these videos on in the background like it's some sort of podcast. So I'll have the link down in the description if you want to check it out. If not, that's fine. The same amount of videos are still going to be coming out on this channel regularly. But we're going to start off with a simple example of planned obsolescence from this particular company just to make you buy more products from them.
Peloton, which is just one of the funniest companies around, their bikes aren't selling well. They just upgraded the bikes. They just have a new Android tablet with this camera attachment on the top. And Peloton will not just sell people the tablet as an upgrade. You have to go buy a new bike. Even though people have gotten, like when they've gotten the new bikes, the tablets come in a different box with a sheet labeled upgrade instructions. So they're like designed to be put on the old bikes. And lots of people who have bought both are like, I can just unplug the USB-C cable from my old bike and plug it into the new tablet and it works fine. And they just won't take the money. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So we have a company that is actively dying by the day. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to go bankrupt, but they got bailed out by Nike a year or two ago. But regardless, their heyday was during COVID and everybody was working out from home. But in 2026, you don't need a bike with a tablet on it that costs thousands of dollars. But it doesn't matter to them. The few customers they still have, they're going to bleed them dry with these sort of upgrades. You can't just buy the Android tablet upgrade. You need an entire separate bike. I don't think I have to tell you how ridiculous that is. But like I said before, planned obsolescence. Oh, we can't use the old version. You got to buy a brand new one from us so we can make a little bit more money before we eventually go bankrupt. We can go over to the comments. I don't understand how this company is still in business. I don't either. I swear Peloton is trying to go out of business. And I asked you guys in an older video, what else seems to be getting worse recently? The first comment just says everything. Better question, what's actually getting better? Nothing at all. More sports are on now, so even more sports betting and gambling ads. I went to the grocery store today and there was a random group fundraising at an exit. I said I don't have any cash and they continued to push and said I could pay by QR code, Venmo, and Apple Pay. I don't have to pay. You wanted a donation. We'll see another example of that a little bit later in this video. My Samsung phone will no longer connect to my 2017 Ford Edge unless I upgrade the new Samsung app for $19 a month. I'm supposed to pay for some random news site now to read a story that's written by AI. And another comment talking about it, news websites requiring a subscription to read their articles. Please make a video about smartphone games that are seemingly free, but are designed in such a way that you almost can't play them if you don't buy points or whatever else. That's a good portion of all mobile games in today's world pay to win, just making video games as a whole even worse. App updates that only work on the latest and greatest telephones. The older app starts crashing or is disabled altogether. Then the update fails because we don't support your OS anymore. Go get a new telephone, you peasant. And that happens every single year when a new generation of phone comes out. But now we got the next version of lifetime subscriptions, adding on to the fact that you'll own nothing and be happy.
HP laptop subscriptions are here. They don't want us to own computers. That's going to be the next thing to be subscription-based. Jeff Bezos also said he wants you to rent computing power from Amazon, that owning a home computer is inefficient and is going to go away soon. They can't endlessly profit off you if you make a one-time purchase.
Exactly. The printer ink subscription was already insane. I hate this timeline. As an IT professional, HP has already been off my recommended list for individuals for so many reasons, and we'll just add this to the list. This isn't even the first time I've heard about this. I'm pretty sure it's NZXT. They're a company who makes gaming PCs, and you could rent one from them as well. And we have a couple comments from you guys back to back. Any company that wants to charge me a subscription for a vehicle, appliances, etc. can go straight to hell. I'll never buy a household appliance appliance with an internet-connected screen. Both of these are talking about that Samsung fridge that costs thousands of dollars. That, of course, has an integrated iPad screen that just recently started putting up ads for anybody who bought it. But they never disclosed that they were going to do that when you initially purchased. It's just a software update, and now you have to deal with it. You really can't make this kind of stuff up. Now, this next one's diving into a little bit of the video game scene recently, and if you don't know what he's talking about, just know that this is a product to cheat in video games.
So today at my job Best Buy, I checked out a customer on a Cronus Zen. At my job Best Buy! At the Cronus Zen at my job Best Buy. He told me he's gonna cheat in Rust and cheat in 2K. He's gonna get the auto green script and cheat in Rust. And I sold him the Zen. So I created a cheater for 2K and Rust at my job Best Buy.
I know video games have gotten much more popular in the past decade, but there's a good amount of issues in that whole scene right now. A lot of games flopping, or retail prices keep climbing higher. $80 for a video game. A Switch 2 that's barely better than the original Switch is $500. Many games are coming out unpolished just to meet a deadline, and cheating in those video games are becoming easier and easier. Why is Best Buy selling cheating devices? I hide them in my store, not gonna lie. So you're the one selling them? Every time I see someone order for pickup, I put a frowny face of shame on it. I do know that some people can make a ton of money off of playing video games competitively, streaming, whatever. But a vast majority of people playing, it's just for fun. It's just a hobby. How is cheating against someone in a multiplayer game fun at all? It just ruins it for everybody.
I don't know what it is, but as I get older, I'm starting to lose interest in things that I once had a lot of invested emotions in, like professional sports, for example. I still like them, I still watch them, but there are moments when I'm watching and I just feel like I don't care about this as much as I used to. And I don't know if it's an age thing, I don't know if it's a spiritual thing, but this applies to a couple of different things in my life. And, you know, I know there's people that might say, oh, maybe you're depressed. In my specific case, thankfully, I'm not. I enjoy life, I love life very much, but it could just be I'm getting older, or it could be something else entirely. But I'm just curious if any of you guys experience this as well, where you have these interests that you're so vested in for so long, and then one day you wake up and just realize they don't matter to you as much anymore.
I think it does come down to a couple things. We could take a look at the comments. At 40, you start to understand where to put your time and energy. But then there's another comment. It happened with professional sports, but started once gambling became legal. You can no longer enjoy it. You have to root for everyone else's bets plastered all over the broadcast, takes away from the joy. Realizing that things are just a money grab now, sports and entertainment in general are washed up. Priorities change as you age. I turned the Super Bowl on, and about 10 minutes in, my two sons asked if we could go to the park to ride scooters. The TV went off. But we could keep on going with the Super Bowl and sports in general. The betting has just gotten completely out of control.
If David Stern saw what is happening to the NBA right now, he would send SEAL Team 6 and Delta Force to every single one of these players' houses. I don't think people realize just how cooked the NBA is becoming, man. I mean, 2 decades ago, we had a ref that would actively throw games so he could make money, right? And put in prison. 2 years ago, Jonte Porter got caught gambling on his unders. Earlier this NBA season, we had a current head coach, former player, and current player all get arrested for gambling scandals. And now we have NBA stars partnered with these websites. LeBron is with DraftKings. Kevin Durant is with FanDuel. Giannis just signed a deal with Kalshi. After this entire trade deadline, he literally used his name to try and get people to bet money on whether he would be traded or not. And look, I get it. If you want to gamble, that is your decision. But the fact that we have players actively playing in these leagues and partnered with casinos is a massive issue, and it should not be allowed.
And I agree with that as well. I'm so sick of Kalshi, it's everywhere. Not only is it bad enough that you could bet on anything that happens in a sports game, period, but now you could bet on basically everything. It's no different than Congress members being able to trade stocks. Makes a good point there. Giannis used to be inspirational. Allowing people to bet from their phones is where we went wrong in sports gambling and should only be allowed inside casinos. I don't like it regardless, but I do agree with you being able to bet on your phone made this infinitely more popular. Gambling's a blight on our society, and if you are a football fan, you wanted to watch every game last season, it would have cost you a pretty penny.
Have you guys done the math on like how many subscriptions you need to actually watch the NFL this year? $14.99 for Amazon Prime. The Sunday ticket is $480. Or if you're already a YouTube TV subscriber, which is like $85 a month, then if you want to add the red zone,
doesn't that price go down in like 5 weeks anyway?
Yeah. Peacock is $10.99, $16.99 if you don't want to watch ads. ESPN is $11.99 a month, or if you want unlimited, $29.99. Then you could get NFL Plus also for $14.99 a month. You could get Red Zone from there instead of paying the $42 from YouTube.
I hate all of this.
And then lastly, if you want to watch football on Christmas Day, you need a $12.99 Netflix subscription also.
Oh, thank God I got that one already.
That's the only game Kirk can watch.
And this goes with a comment from you guys. The problem is people keep buying the thing. Stop buying it. Now, I don't follow sports nearly as much as I did even in the past few years. If anything, now I watch the highlights a few hours after the game on YouTube for free because this kind of insane cost every single year just makes it not worth it. And especially if you're talking about certain sports, football, basketball, baseball, they are littered with in-game breaks, so you have to sit there and watch commercials while you're already paying a monthly subscription. But if you did end up seeing all the controversies with the Super Bowl commercials, the Ring cameras definitely stepped over the line.
Under the guise of caring about your lost pets, we're going to encourage you to turn your suburban neighborhood into an AI-powered surveillance state. Don't worry, we will be selling your information to the feds.
So if you didn't see the commercial, they were trying to advertise that they were going to connect all the Ring cameras that people were buying and paying a monthly subscription for in your little community, your neighborhood, your town. And the reasoning for that is to possibly find lost pets or something along the lines of that. And obviously there was a crazy amount of backlash. You're just blatantly being spied on 24/7. But this is the beginning of what's to come. Just like an example a few years ago with BMW subscriptions. They came out and said that you're going to start having to pay $8 a month to be able to use your seat warmer in your BMW that you already purchased, even though when you initially bought it, it was baked into the price. Everybody got super mad. They ended up retracting it. And now fast forward in 2026, every new car from all manufacturers all have subscriptions. This Ring camera commercial is just the beginning. Same thing with the One Life 360 advertisements. All the Super Bowl commercials were either propaganda, AI, or AI propaganda. The Super Bowl commercials really did feel like choose your own dystopia adventure. And we got another comment from you guys right here. There's ads and screens on gas pumps now, and they're loud. It startles me every time I start pumping gas. I've actually seen this firsthand. The local gas station does have these types of ads, and it's very annoying.
You're going to look up at the TV one of these days and see an AI version of yourself in a commercial. You're not going to like it. It's going to be super weird, but you're also not going to look away when you see yourself modeling for your favorite brands on the TV. It's going to know all your sizes, all your preferences, all your information. Your card's going to be linked. It's going to be one click to purchase, and it's going to be effective. So if you thought we were cooked before, buckle up. We're just getting started.
Black Mirror did this first with the episode Joan is Awful. And if you don't think this type of technology is advancing, especially in video form, I mean, you could take a look at what we're seeing right now on TikTok. A guy changing his appearance to all the cast members from Stranger Things, and it looks incredibly realistic. What do you think this is going to look like in a few more years? And in the comments, apparently there was another crazy video with Sabrina Carpenter that wasn't actually real. It was another AI video. And we got another clip here of an example and probably the future of some influencers.
Okay, wait, story time really quick. So I live in this really nice building in LA, and there's literally people in and out all day. Tell me why today someone stopped me just to say I smelled so good.
I will tell you why you smell so good, because I literally created you from a prompt. That's right, the entire video you just saw was not real. First, I saw this video on Twitter.
Okay, story time really quick. I live in this really nice building in LA, and there's literally people in and out all day. Tell me why today.
Oh, by the way, and she's not real either. I basically just took the same script and generated from this character to this.
So if you're having a difficult time distinguishing what's real and not on social media, it's about to get a whole lot worse. And I have a little side tangent to talk about TikTok recently. If you do go on the app, you had to accept terms and conditions a few weeks ago, which was basically the time a US company now owns the app. And I started seeing a lot of clips like this, and it even happened to me. I don't follow Nara Smith or interact with her content, yet somebody made a parody video of her, so I visited her page. It shows I've liked all of her videos for the past month, and I definitely haven't. I'm nervous because I've accepted the new terms and conditions. This is so weird. I don't follow Alex Earl, but just looked at her page yesterday and somehow I liked her 3 most recent videos, when I haven't even seen them before. I had to unfollow Avery Woods twice. I never followed her in the first place. There was a ton of comments like that, and I had the same thing happen to me. I started going through a lot of the videos that I liked, and there were a bunch of them that I've never seen before, let alone like it. So I have no idea what's happening with the app right now, but this is happening to a ton of people.
Hey, what's going on with these Amazon Fire tablets? Because these things used to be kind of legit. Like, I just had them for some games. I paid for the Amazon Kids platform, and I still do. But I paid extra money for this tablet to not have ads on it, and now on the home screen are ads. And then you try to like open any app, and it immediately shuts down. Like, we can't even log in to like Netflix. Like this was the whole point of this thing. It's driving me insane. I never wanted to spend like $1 million on an iPad, but I might have to.
I don't know, because I feel like the same thing would happen with an iPad, just like the comment earlier. The app stopped working or updating with older app models, basically telling you that you need to go get a new phone, a new iPad. Or the other common issue, I paid extra money to not see ads, and then ads start popping up. Any way for these companies to squeeze a little bit more money out of you.
I really like companies that keep raising their prices while actively making their products worse. Shout out to McDonald's and Starbucks. I think it's a fun social experiment to see what people are willing to put up with before they finally break. For me, Starbucks broke me in 2018. I just couldn't do it anymore, but apparently a lot of people kept going throughout the years until recently. They've been in the news because of poor sales numbers, and I got worried for a second that they were finally going to improve their coffee and food, which I didn't want to see happen. Then I saw what the CEO was doing, and I slept easy, because here are some of the changes. This is from their website. They implemented something called Green Apron Service. I'll read it to you. An initiative designed to foster a warm and welcoming environment in cafes, create more space for barista-customer connection, and accelerate order delivery. Wow, I think what's been missing is the barista customer connection at Starbucks. This guy was previously running Chipotle, which I'm ashamed to admit I didn't quit until a few months ago. It was like a toxic relationship I just couldn't get out of for so many years. Shout out to George. But that's not all he's doing. He's also making another huge change, and I hope you're sitting down for this one. He reinstated the name, the Starbucks Coffee Company.
They'll do absolutely anything but make their products better. Looking at you, Panera, I said goodbye to Jersey Mike's for their smaller portions and same old price. Or stores all having self-checkout. Thought this was supposed to lower prices. Well, it is lowering prices for the company, because now they don't have to hire as many people. We're doing the cashier's job. Along with companies now just straight up asking for more money when you're already purchasing something from them.
What is this new thing with stores just asking you for money? I went to Spirit Halloween twice in the last few days, and both times I went up to the register, they asked if I wanted to donate to charity. I said no. And they said, well, do you just want to round up? No, give me my money. You want to round down?
It's tax deductible for the company if they match your donation, basically just helping them out even more when you're already spending money at their store. Now we could get into a classic example with these companies trying to trick you, making you think that you're actually getting a good product when you're not.
All right, see this? Genuine leather. Sounds premium, right? It's actually the worst grade of leather you can buy, and brands are betting you don't know that. Genuine leather isn't lying. It is real leather, but that word genuine is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Genuine leather is a grade of leather, not a guarantee of quality. The best leather you can get is full grain leather, taken from the very top of the hide. The strongest fibers in the hide are found in this top layer, which makes full grain leather quite durable. But full grain leather is rare because only hides with minimal natural markings can be used. This is the stuff you find in expensive bags, premium footwear, and high-end furniture. But when a hide has too many imperfections, it's sanded down to create a uniform surface. This gives you top grain leather, the second highest quality. A grain texture is then mechanically embossed into the leather using large rollers. And only now do we reach genuine leather, which is at the bottom of the barrel. It's a catch-all term for everything below top grain, the layers closer to the flesh side of the hide. Here's the problem. The term genuine leather isn't regulated. There are no standards for what it can or can't be. It's often coated with polyurethane and stamped with artificial grain patterns to imitate higher quality leather.
But they're still going to charge you a ludicrous amount of money because you're getting leather. Genuine leather should be renamed to technically leather. Considering the amount of cows we eat, even if the process is costly, we should all be able to afford full grain leather. But companies can make even more money if they use a lower quality. Also be careful, full grained leather is not full grain leather. They're very sneaky. Companies do anything to lie and scam people. We even got an example of this hot dog truck, a small business, apparently scamming a whole ton of people in this area.
30 and hot dog is 20. It's my hot dog. Yeah, that's not coming through, buddy. That's not fucking coming through. No. Good brother. Hey, congratulations, man. Great, hold on, truck, you're on here. Bullshit. Bullshit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Jesus. Piece of shit. Hey, I'm canceling the charge. You're not getting your money.
He charged me $107 for a hot dog and water, and I didn't realize till the next morning I reported him for fraud immediately and got my money back. The same vendor pulled the same thing on me a couple months ago, charged my card $37 for a combo over rice, reported him to 311 and got the charge canceled. Hot dog is 20 bucks, even that's a robbery, I agree. I got charged $75 for a falafel. There are thousands of comments like this. You really cannot trust anybody these days. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.